Hello and welcome to the Long Island weather update for Friday, May 3rd, 2024. Actually, after some morning clouds, it actually turned out to be a pretty decent afternoon. Just some scattered high clouds and jet junk and very comfortable temperatures and low humidity. So that's what the sky looked like. Yes, I couldn't pass up another visit to Southard's Pond. It was pretty beautiful. And I actually got to stitch together a video of some of the photos of the birds I saw there. So you'll want to stay tuned for that for the past couple of days. And there were even some patches of blue sky, of course. So pretty nice overall. Pretty nice day, comfortable. Much lower humidity, much better than it has been because we got this high that has built down over New England. You see right here. Let's push that back to a front all the way down to the mid-Atlantic. And that is going to keep us dry for much of tomorrow as well. And then we got to deal with the return of rain for Sunday. So let's look at our current conditions right now. And we'll go over here. And see, the temperatures are generally in the 50s, 51 degrees out there. So 51, everybody's pretty much around 51 degrees. 50 degrees out there right now with the southeast wind. We've had an east to southeast wind all day. Cool even in Jersey. So let's look at the highs for today. And you see highs, wow, only in the upper 50s to low 60s. Yeah, pretty chill, pretty cool day today. Upper 50s to low 60s. Though, of course, more like mid 60s in central Nassau. Of course, it's warmer here. We did have more sunshine here than Suffolk County. It took a little longer for the clouds to clear over in Suffolk County, but Nassau, we got some sunshine. City also mid 60s, as well as Jersey, the Jersey Shore. So let's look at our lows. And lows generally upper 40s to low 50s, and even some mid 40s, it looks like, in Jersey. Yeah, 45 at Toms River. So, event very nice day today. Well, let's look at the conditions at Islip. And see, we've had nice low dew points too throughout the day. Dew points in the 40s. So yeah, they had the cloud cover hang on a little longer too. It cleared out. Nassau got into the sunshine around noon. Took a little longer out in Suffolk County, but generally mid 40s. Mid 40s. You can see the northeast to southeast winds. Very nice. Oh yeah, listen to that. Yeah, that's what we deal with here in the summer in Mineola. The barrage of arrivals into JFK. But anyway, you can hear that. It's good for plane spotting though. So let's go and look at our climate statistics for today. So we got up to 59 at Islip with a low of 50. The high was 6 degrees below normal. The low was 3 degrees above normal, putting us just 1 degree below normal for the day, the mean at 55, which is pretty close to normal. Central Park got up to 65 there. And still below normal, though. 3 degrees below normal for the high. The low 55 was 4 degrees above normal. And right around average. So it washed out to around average. So average temperatures, this is what it's normally for this time of year in May. And tomorrow will probably be maybe a little bit cooler. So let's look at the models now, and you'll see that we've got this high that has built down over New England and giving us the nice weather, and that's going to keep the rain at bay for tomorrow. But then as we move into Sunday, that's when we're going to start to see that rain move into the area. But right now, GFS is trending a little stronger with that high now, and trying to keep a lot of the rain at least away into the evening now for Long Island at least. You can see another high here, and just to allude to what we're going to get into next week, we'll talk about it more for Sunday night. Unfortunately, some more stall front syndrome. There will be a couple of breaks of it, but you can see we'll be dealing with some stall front syndrome and plenty of opportunities for more rainy misery next week. So let's look at the HRRR, and again, we will talk about that for your Sunday night. So let's go to the HRRR, which I still don't have the full HRRR out. So, you know what? Because I really need that full HRRR. So we're gonna have to just bear with us here, and I'm gonna go back to this, and we're gonna look again at the weekend review, so you can see the chances for rain that we're gonna have here. So Sunday, and then Monday it dries out a little bit. and then here comes another system. The GFS is going to, the system hopefully passes to the south, so Tuesday will be dry, but if you're in southern half of New Jersey, you might be dealing with that. And then Wednesday, another system, and then Thursday, another system, Friday, another system, Saturday, still showing showers. It's ridiculous. So if we go through the whole week and look at the amount of precipitation that we could get here, total rainfall could be in the order of perhaps 1 to 2 inches, at least according to this model. And some models are even worse with that. So if we go look at the icon, for instance, and I really didn't want to go into long range. I usually don't, but I just want to warn you that next week is going to suck. All right, so if we look at the icon, you'll see, all right, it's trending a little drier, has more of the rain over there, but you can see that we're going to be dealing with stall front syndrome, and that's, again, due to the jet stream being all disorganized. So we'll go to, where is it? I'm in the wrong thing here. So this is all due to the jet stream being disorganized. You see how look at that. That's just insanity. A very disorganized jet stream for next week. So this is why we're going to be dealing with chances for wet weather. But hopefully, maybe, miraculously, it won't be as bad as right now it looks. And hopefully it'll trend drier because it's May already and I've had it with the rain. I really have. So let's take a look at the older NAM 3 as we head into tomorrow. And like I said, hopefully I'll have the full HRRR. And I should have started this video, I guess, a little bit later. But you see that high sitting over us, keeping us dry. Though the NAM wants to try to bring some of that rain in over Nassau County as early as your Saturday night, around 8 o'clock again, just like last Saturday. You know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And then Sunday, you can see we got this just boundary. It's just kind of, it actually isn't generating a whole lot of rain here. It has this one area of rain, and then the NAM kind of just basically doesn't have much rain after that, though it could still be drizzling. So this is the NAM. It shows a different look to it. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Oh, here comes the next arrival into JFK. Let's listen to it. All right, that one isn't too loud. But, anyway. That's what the NAM looks like. And it really doesn't look like it's generating all that much rain for your Sunday. But it does generally keep total or cumulative, let's see. Yeah, not generating much at all, actually. It has most of it inland. So now the NAM is saying, hold on a little bit. That high may keep a lot of the rain pushed to the other side of the Appalachians. It seems to be what the NAM is saying. Let me look at the NAM 12. I don't know enough of the NAM 12, 0Z NAM 12, and we can look at the 18 so you can see if it's doing the same thing here. It is. So, yeah, it seems like it wants to keep the rain. And this is the NAM. This is the NAM 12, which looks a little different. So I don't think those showers would reach the ground. I'm hoping your Saturday night can be dry. And then Sunday doesn't really look all that bad according to the NAM. It has mainly the showers in the overnight period. But the downside of that is that you're going to have possible shower chances on at least part of your Monday. So you can see this front. The models don't know what to do because there's not much of a jet stream. And they're kind of confused because, after all, that's the way models are. They're used to, normal things in the atmosphere, but we don't have normal anymore. So let's, the normal as we knew it anyway. So let's go to the HRRR model, and I'm going to first look at the dew points and wind flow. We'll take a look at that kind of, and then we'll show you the radar simulation here. So here's another arrival. It's JFK. And by the way, you can track all these arrivals on FlightAware, which is one thing you can look at. Now again, for me, a lot of other people, it's a negative. People don't want to listen to that, especially at night. But if you like plane spotting, well, it's a different story, I guess, right? I kind of like it a little bit. But anyway, let's go to the east here. Let's look at the winds here. You can see we've got an east wind, and it's kind of surprising they're using that, but that's because it's a southerly wind at JFK. That's why if you look at the observations, you'll see they've got a southeast wind, so they have to use the runway 22. But anyway, you got the east winds here, and the That's going to keep us, and you can see that dry air, and again, keeping that humidity at bay. There's the humidity, that humid air that's just being kept down away for a good part of Pennsylvania, all of New Jersey. It's really that warm, humid air is just being pushed down into the mid-Atlantic, and that's going to continue tomorrow. We got that easterly wind, and that's going to keep us comfortable. And the same thing for Sunday, really. That front doesn't really get any closer right now. This is as far as the HRRR's got. It starts to move a little closer as we get toward later Sunday, but for the most part, we're staying in the drier air, and that helps to hold down the rain totals as well. So for tonight, probably in the 40s, and then tomorrow, it's showing the temperatures warming up into the 60s. So it looks like it does show that there will be some sunshine, I guess, to at least warm us up for tomorrow. At least in the earlier part of the day, I think as you get toward the afternoon, the temperatures will drop as the sea breezes and the sunshine get filtered out by increasing clouds. And then cooling off again to the 40s for Saturday night. And then for Sunday, it's going to be pretty kind of chilly and raw feeling. The temperatures only in the 50s, mid to upper 50s, with plenty of cloud cover. So let's look at a couple of these soundings here on the HRRR. We'll do a 17Z. I'm sure it's going to it's showing a decent amount of clouds, but that was misleading for yesterday because, it could actually wind up being it could be this model overdid the clouds a little bit today, so I'm thinking you'll have at least partly sunny conditions. Oh, next arrival. Yeah, they're just pounding us there in Mineola today. But anyway, that's what it's looking like on the HRRR. Let's now go to the precipitation forecast and see how how it handles this rain. You can see again, there's this high that's built in, so it's keeping the rain. If you're in Jersey, you might wind up seeing a little bit of it. It has like a little bit of a perhaps light sprinkle. And we thought last Saturday the dry air will win out and we're not going to see anything. And it happened last Saturday. I almost got caught in the rain. It wasn't supposed to be raining until later, so just expect that this might happen again. So we're gonna have to see. I can't guarantee that your Saturday night's going to be dry. The tendency is that as you get toward after 9 o'clock, that we're going to see some more of these some of this rain move in, perhaps across the area. Hopefully not. But you see, as we get into Sunday, it's the HRRR that gives us more of a soaker type of rain. So you can see that you do have disagreements on the models. Now, the HRRR has a much bigger area of rain than the NAM, and that's why I kind of wanted that last frame, but we're at 48, so almost at 48, 47. You can see there that the HRRR generally would give us more rainfall. So you can see there, that's not really showing all that much rain on here on the HRRR. So you do have the models kind of don't agree with each other. So I can look at another model here and go to the let's go to the RGEM model. Yeah, we can use this one. The RGEM is keeping us dry. Look at this; it's keeping us dry right through Sunday night. The RGEM is much stronger with this high pressure system and just keeps that rain just off to the southwest there like that. The models have a hard time because you have a backdoor type of setup here with the high pressure over New England, and you don't have much of a jet stream, and this front's just kind of waffling back and forth, so it doesn't know what to think. So let's look at the sky cover next. I'll start with the RGEM first. So it has a lot of cirrus over us now, and then it kind of clears some of that cirrus out. And then we have, depending on where you are, again, more sun further east. There'll probably still be some cirrus clouds around, but then the cirrus clouds tendency to increase as the day goes on. Here we are at noon, decent amount of cirrus over us. And then obviously Sunday will be socked in the clouds for Sunday. We can look at the FV3, which is the high resolution GFS, which this is the 0Z run of it. So you can see it kind of gives us a little bit of sun in the morning. But then after that, that's what's uncertain right now. So we don't really have that model in completely as far as the rain. So all the models, we have different models here to look at here. We can look at the HDRPS as well to see what it does with the rain. I know this is kind of an unconventional model for people to use, but also showing that the rain is kept at bay for much of for all of Saturday and at least some of Sunday. So I'm hoping that the trend is build this high pressure stronger so it keeps the rain away. I know it has to rain eventually, but we've had so much rain, we really do need a break from it, especially on the weekend. It's bad timing for everybody. So I'm hoping it can be avoided. So that, I think, is going to wrap up this Long Island weather update. Hopefully we can keep it dry at least for tomorrow. And, like I said, we had enough of the rain. So, you know what? If it doesn't rain this weekend, I'll be very happy, let it rain. Let it rain in the middle of the night, Sunday night or sometime, because we've had so many rainy weekends. It's ridiculous. So the DRPS also changed. Now, I only have out to 18Z on this, but so some models are giving us hope here. So those are all the only models I could really use at this point. We can go, and let me go to windy.com because, why not? Let's look at that model and see what that does. This is the European model. We're going to go and look at the visibility over here. So let's go here and look at visibility because that'll kind of show us where it's raining or it might be drizzling. Let's look at tomorrow night. All right, so you can see it has it off to the west, but it kind of doesn't really bring it in. It doesn't really bring it in. And then let's see. Here's Sunday. So unfortunately, the European also showing kind of possibly a soaker setup for Sunday. Perhaps that could just be drizzle. But Sunday definitely looking like the worst of the 2 days at this point. And then going into Monday, it's going to be slow to get rid of this. And there could still be some fog around. But, we'll talk about the week ahead on Sunday night. And try to enjoy the weekend. Tomorrow's your better day. Obviously, again, we got this stalled front syndrome going on that we always seem to go through, and you could also see just in the middle of the country, more severe weather firing up, of course. I'm not going to talk about that. I mainly focus on the local area, but you can see kind of just a mess. It would just be nice to have the dry air from Canada just push all this junk, nice good push to push it down to the south. But again, without a jet stream, you're just not going to have that. So get out there and enjoy whatever you can of the sunshine tomorrow before we're stuck in the clouds, which could be for a while, at least on Sunday and possibly Monday too. And that'll be it. Have a good night.